There it is. The home of every knight in every storybook I've ever read. Never thought I'd step foot in this place.
My way.
If there's anything you haven't told me about Rowan, now's the time.
She's a manipulative creature, an adept at twisting the truth as she sees fit. Be careful around her.
Thus to all wrongdoers. Whoever this was got hobbled and then left here to starve to death.
I was a fool to underestimate her capacity for cruelty. It won't happen again.
The Judge's Hall. Are you ready?
I can go ahead, talk to her. Maybe she'll back down.
No. We're doing this together. Feeling pretty good.
Judges, you are charged with treason and conspiracy to sabotage the Coalition's war effort. Step down or be destroyed.
Infidel, gunbearer.
Black powder?
Stand down, Ramuha.
Anchi, the rumors were true. We're no longer below Death God. You cannot presume to command me. And you're too diminished to make me.
She called you Death God. Who are you, Enki?
The one who...
Don't change the subject. You had every chance to tell me what you were a god of. What else are you hiding from me?
I am your ally in this. Your best and only chance to stop this disaster. That should be all you need to know.
This isn't over. Let's get back to camp before the judges bring every knight in writ down on our heads.
I feel lighter.
All right, gather round.
You look like you kept busy. May your aim stay true.
I hope my work has served you well so far. Safe travels, Sap.
I'll be damned. You were gone. After what happened back in Dawn, I never even thought it would be possible.
We didn't kill her soon enough. Peaks is in no state to give us an army.
Well, if we lack an army to do the weeding, we'll tear the evil out ourselves.
What does that even mean?
It means there's another way we can help. I got a letter from Yahara. They'd been in Wanderer's Rest, also trying to get reinforcements.
What did it say?
That the dead have reached there as well. Torn down everything in their path. Said they looked like a gilded army, nothing they'd ever seen before.
Sounds like another god. Right. We're setting off for Wanderer's Rest, and then we'll...
You're going to try and fight another god? After everything you saw here?
I can't leave those people at its mercy, Baz.
Luca? Young? Is this what the rest of you want?
I've got to get Yahara out of there.
Seems like the right thing to do.
Fine. I'll pack the supplies and prep the birds. We're ready to go when you are. We set off for Wanderer's Rest, birthplace of civilization, and the richest, most educated place in the world. That is, until the gods got loose. Gods like Enki, the god of death. Who knows what else he's lied about? What kind of path he's leading Nor down? She's been trying to corner the death god, force him to come clean. He's dodged her so far. No matter. His luck won't hold after we find Yahara in First Anchor. We'll make sure of that.
Solid ground at last.
Now you speak, after giving me the silent treatment for 2 weeks.
Torturing that poor guitar, I see.
It's that or whistling. Up to you.
Play on, Supper.
Been waiting for you.
You can't play deaf and dumb forever, you know.
Fire.
What?
The hamlet's on fire.
Damn. Let's go.
Peace be with you, Elder.
They're on to you, Nor.
Finally.
Lucas said Yahara was staying here. Let's go get them. I'm looking for someone. They're with the Coalition.
Reeks of black powder? Ill-mannered like a mower with mites?
That's the one, yeah.
They left just before all the trouble with the dead started. They're not coming back, are they?
Not if I can help it.
There's a man camping out on Nomad's coast. People say he's a bandit trying to get back on the straight and narrow.
And how are his former gang members taking it?
Poorly. I dread to think what will happen to him at this rate. A mysterious woman came by here on her way to Cape Reunion. She couldn't stop raving on about her ancestral duty.
You think she's mad?
That, or at least religious. In any case, those back roads are hardly safe. A settlement out by Goatfoot Gorge is on its last legs. If it hadn't been for that Coalition captain helping them.
A Coalition captain? Here? Is he recruiting?
From what I hear, he could use all the help he can get. You know, there's a burial ground for Coalition soldiers just outside our hamlet.
Perhaps I'll visit sometime. Pay my respects.
No better time to confront your mortality than now. Always a treat to see you.
We don't have to cower anymore.
That looks like one of your Coalition insignia. What is it?
The Soldiers' Memorial. We should go back.
You can go back to the camp if you want to. I'd like to take a look around.
Are you serious?
Absolutely.
All right then. We might as well do it properly and light the vigils.
Vigils?
The fire watches for the dead. you don't let it go out.
These don't look like any headstones I've seen.
They can't bring the bodies all the way from Dawn, so people make these shrines instead. I knew this one. Again.
What is that?
It's what we called him. He was a mower herder from out in the sticks. Had this accent we could barely make out. Every time he'd fire the cannon, he'd shout, "Again! Again!" It's stuck.
Narwak. Echar Nark.
This woman's the face. Prettiest woman I'd ever laid eyes on. But pity me, was she cold.
You never got along then?
Not for lack of trying.
Kuthchar. Kri. Kurtmek. Why didn't you want to come here at first?
All I've known are camps, trenches, and memorials, Enki. I've spent my life in the first two, and I'll end up in the third. The hedge doctor. Had the best hangover cures. Knew how to sleep with his eyes open.
Impressive.
Every other word he spoke was a lie. But you never could hold it against him.
Ebram Nib. Kurdmek. Dubnom.
What are those things you're saying at each shrine?
An apology for not being there for them. To hear their stories.
Does that mean they'll be forgotten?
Only if you let them. These soldiers. I was not in the below to receive them. To cleanse their souls and preserve their memories.
These were my comrades. My friends. I didn't think about them until we were here, but you shouldn't be the only one that remembers them, Enki.
I know. But I will cherish them all the same.
Thank mercy those ruffians are gone. Now we can travel in peace.
Any news from Sybil?
This looks like Yahara's safe house.
Looks like they packed up and left already. Damn.
Looking for the one with the blue jacket? Stinks of black powder.
Sounds like them, yeah.
They left as soon as the dead came to first anchor. I tried to talk them into hiding with the rest of us, but...
It didn't work. They would have been found anyway. The dead are all over this place.
Said they were headed to Back Harvest. Only way there is through jagged descent. You could still catch them if you hurry.
I best get going then.
That little fellow is darling.
First it was Bandit, now it's the dead.
You know I'm still mad at you after 3 peaks, right?
Would you have accepted my help if...
If I'd have known you were Death himself. Still haven't wrapped my head around that. But you lied to me, Enki. Don't ever do that again.
Understood. Incoming.
How come Ramahal was so much bigger than you?
Bigger than? Ranwa was a runt. Back in the Great Below, she would grovel in my presence.
But you still looked like a tiny fox thing.
Sandstorms would cease so I could pass. The sky would dim when I'd howl.
Then how?
Pardon?
I want to hear you. How? That's better. do those statues look like you?
They were probably inspired by one of my visits. I traveled to the above when the great below got too much to bear.
And who was taking care of all the dead while you were up here?
Arrangements were made. Interesting find.
Blessed day.
I may no longer be in the great below, but the processes of death continue. The door is still in place.
Then what was your job down there exactly?
You wouldn't understand. Here they come.
Enki, what's wrong? Whose temple is this?
My travels above came with a price, Nor. But others had to pay it.
Was that the arrangement you were talking about?
Yes. This temple belongs to Inaya, the goddess of life.
She's not here, is she?
Inaya's nothing like the others. She is compassionate, understanding.
Sounds like someone special.
Inaya's work always took precedence. It was her pride and joy.
Sounds like you didn't care much for yours.
I couldn't stay in the great below, and she wouldn't leave.
So you left her down there?
I did everything in my power to ensure that the cycle would persist, but I can never make it up to her. I know that much. Find a use for it. This climb is pretty steep. Are you sure Yahara came this way?
They probably picked the hardest route just to make me suffer.
Yet you're going after them all the same.
No choice. They're a sapper first, a bastard second. That's better. Duck what?
Hanshi! Your years above have been unkind, I see.
Who's talking?
There is no glory in killing you. Not when you're this diminished. Get rid of them.
Enki, is this some kind of sick joke? Ah!
Look out!
Below, what are you doing?
Knee deep in another mess, I see. Just get me out of here, Yahara.
Fine, cover your ears.
You're shaking.
I just fought something that looked like me. Had a god boom at me from nowhere. I need a moment, all right? That thing up there. It can't be me.
It isn't. It's an ehagri. Think of it like a reflection, made real by magic for a single purpose.
A coward's trick.
Nor, a moment. I have news that might interest you.
I'm impressed. That's
Sight for sore eyes. What's the news?
I just realized you called Young Lump. Young called you Old Hound. Like the joke.
Took you long enough?
Which joke?
It's nothing. Trifle for children.
Lump went hunting with his old hound, and the hound would point to things. Did you see this? Did you see that?
No and no. Lump would grumble, until the hound said, again, did you see that?
Aye, I did, Lump rumbled.
Then why'd you step in it?
I don't get it.
Hello again.
You had news for us, mister.
I've learned a group from my former order has been seeking a relic.
They can have it then. My fight isn't with the knights anymore.
This isn't some trinket, no. It's a piece of sacred armor, passed down generations. We cannot let it fall into their hands.
They've been away from the peaks for a while. Couldn't we reason with them?
That's a dangerous plan. Last I heard, the armor was entombed in Sun Shelter. I would start the search there.
You look like you kept busy.
You look worried. What's eating you?
It's nothing, really. There's this stabilizing agent.
Quack water.
It's unproven, but nothing else has worked. Frankly, we're at a complete dead end.
And this quack water, will getting it help you?
Immensely.
I'll do it.
You will. She said she'll do it.
She would waste her time on nonsense.
According to my sources, the stabilizer can be found in 2 possible water sources nearby. I made this simple test. Just dip this vial underwater. If it changes color, that's the source.
Sounds simple enough. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Thanks, Noel. It means a lot, honest.
Hurry it up, Vanek. Don't have all day. Now go, will you? I'm busy.
We can cut.
I'm impressed. That's probably your worst idea yet.
Unlike anything else you've tried has worked.
Have it your way then. See if I care.
Your trespass has gone on long enough, Iron Sheep. You never did know your place.
There he goes again. Where is he?
Return below, and I will slay you.
Always was one, and you're barely worth killing.
Prick. Don't let him get to you.
In the great below, he would have been hamstrung for his insolence.
You string him up. I'll do the cutting.
You're up and I'll make it.
A place for peace. I thought they would have burned the Bailey first.
They took their time getting here. Had to make Wanderer's Rest clean first.
I saw, and they'll pay for it.
Make it quick, please. We need to start rebuilding. Stay safe out there.
Please, have you any news from the archive? My brother was a scribe there and he was trapped.
That's not right. Yahara said Sybil was taken over, but there's too little damage. In a siege, the babies are the first kill. These walls should be a
Should we stop?
That smell. You know what that is, right?
I do.
No, 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 no. How did this? How could this? Dawn is weeks away. How did they get here so fast?
Dukma must have marched his army underwater. Took Sybil's defenders by surprise. The rest was just...
A massacre. I'm gonna kill him. I'll tear him apart.
Oh, you need to stop.
I saw what he did back then.
I did, and I will help you. But if you charge in there in your state, you're going to make a mistake.
Another one.
With the ladder.